Hi, my name is Joel Salinas, and this is my reflection on differentiated learning. As I watched the video, I noticed that the teacher had implement had implemented a lot of strategies to have the students meet their learning goals. Um, with that, you get a lot more success in the classroom or academic success. Students are more successful. It helps the students feel like they have a choice in what they are going to show you, um, and it brings a positive environment as well, and creates that momentum of positive learning. Um, I think that one thing that I would do um, to um, to create that diverse piece of learning for so all students can so I can meet all of the students' goals would be to start off class or classes with direct instruction, and then meet their goals through inquiry of a survey to get to know the students' likes and dislikes. And then I would be able to better modify future lesson plans, and I could decide whether I'm going to be continue to use direct instruction or a mix of choice boards where I give them a total of, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 different options of how they can display their knowledge of the material that we're going over. Um, and mix the learning, the collaborative learning, create groups. It just really depends on the lesson that I'm trying to implement. If it was to acquire new vocabulary, in my example, if I'm because I teach Spanish, if I'm trying to have the students acquire new vocabulary, I would possibly do some sort of team scavenger hunt where the students need to use each other's background skills, as well as unite to collaborate and unify to reach the end goal of acquiring all the vocabulary words in Spanish to for that lesson. If it is to display a formality or to display some sort of, to replace an assessment, I would use a choice board where their students would have many options to either do a video to provide that they know the material in Spanish, or they can do a written form, they can do a interview setting, and many ways such as the ones previously mentioned, in order for the student to feel empowered in the classroom and to take initiative of how they are going to represent their formality learning or their final piece of instruction to the teacher. Some of the barriers that I think I would face would be giving them too many options. I think sometimes having a limited amount of options provides strength in what the teacher is trying to the teacher's goal is trying to be set by. If you have too many options, it may become overwhelming for the student and cause confusion. It might not. It might require more time to read the options. And when you have 3 options or 2 options, then the student can either choose A or option B or option C, and that's it. Another barrier I think I would face would be the time constraints. So in the an hour, 55 minutes or an hour might be a little short. So eh, we might have to break it down into blocks and during the week in order to solve the issue of time. If you are in a district where you guys have a block schedule where it's about 90 minutes, um, then you have a lot more time and you can actually manipulate that to your advantage. But yeah, I want to give you a small recap. The way I would differentiate learning would be to give students choice boards, just like the video. I like the fact that the students have the option to select the way that they're going to give the teacher their learning, or their acquired of knowledge. And I like that there's many options, and that the teacher gives the students the ability to work in groups and partners to rely with each other, and also individually if they like. And that she is very warm and positive when explaining that, although some of these students may come from a background of a classroom that they did not like, the new classroom, or the classroom that she's teaching, is a whole different environment. She doesn't like to look at the past history, and label the students with those concerns, or those trouble situations that can come into the classroom. So I like how she places that in the beginning of the video. I also, so again, just to recap, it's just and in surveying the students to identify their likes and dislikes in order to better plan for future lessons. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Appreciate it.